You know, one thing that really grinds my gears? That we only have 24 hours in the day. So, how do we maximize time? Well, that's where I've created this expert video series where I'm going to be talking to people outside of marketing that can help us grow a bigger, better biz. Here we go. Holiday season. Listen, what are 3 tips you can give to retailers that are accepting credit cards for the holidays?
Yeah, definitely an important aspect of being a business owner is to understand your finances. Merchant services, although it's not a fun category, it definitely can be important. So the number one tip is to actually take a look at your credit card processing statement. Make sure you are receiving it in some fashion from the processor. It is kind of crazy how many times when I do talk to a business owner that they're not even sure who their processor is. They don't receive any sort of communication with them. So find out who your processor is and just take a look at your statement to see if you're seeing anything kind of out of the ordinary. And again, just by doing that simple math, taking the total fees, dividing it by the total amount of sales to find your overall effective rate. And again, making sure that it isn't over, say, 3%. Anything under that, you should be in a good spot, but there could still be some areas for overcharging. But the most important thing is just to actually sit down and take a look at your statement. Number 2, in a retail setting, is to swipe cards. You want to make sure that you're actually physically swiping the cards. When you're manually entering in those cards, say on your terminal or on your POS system, there are additional surcharges that are attached to keying in those transactions. So it's very important that you actually swipe the cards. Sometimes the machine will not read it at first, but try to figure out a way, whether it's the actual using the magnetic strip on the back of the card or the EMV chip by inserting it into the terminal. But obviously, again, just making sure that everything is swiped. And if you can, if the customer can use a debit card and they can use a PIN number as well. That's going to be the lowest cost when it comes to taking credit and debit card payments. The third is, we get this question asked a lot, is when they're purchasing POS equipment or a terminal is, hey, should I be leasing or should I actually purchase it? And we always say, you want to purchase this outright. It's just to alleviate any additional cost. And once you purchase it, the processor will work with you with their technical support team, just in case something actually does occur. When you lease a piece of equipment, it goes to a leasing company. They're charging outrageous fees, and it's very hard to get in touch with their technical support just in case something does happen. So we always suggest to make sure you're purchasing that equipment. If you're currently leasing it, you're not going to be able to get out of that lease. They have long-term contracts, and it can just end up in nightmare scenarios.
And there you have it, a quick, easy to watch, and even easier to digest expert tip that's going to help you grow your bigger, better biz. Until next time, I'm Brian Kaplan with the Bigger, Better Biz community. Here's to your success.